timer on. Very slow. I love that I can just take off across the runway instead of down the runway. Yeah, at this point I'm just trying to fly as slow as I can and as close as I can so that I can stay in frame of the camera and still pull off the aerobatics I want to pull off. When I first started with this plane, I had to fly so far out you could barely see it. And now I've been working on trying to pull out low. Of course, sometimes I don't pull out. But most times I pull out, so. It is nice having a plane that you can crack in half and still fly. You can have a super hard landing, bend the landing gear back, and still fly. Drop it down lower, we're going to cross the deck. Drop it down lower, right across the deck. And then I drop it down lower, right into the deck. As one does. It'd be sweet if my plane sounded like that. Alright, let's try it on high rates. Rudder and elevate. Trying it on high rates. Every single time I try it on high rates, I instantly regret it. I think I've crashed this plane 4 or 5 times just because I'm like, oh, I'm going to try out the high rates. And you know, I never just try out the high rates on elevator or just on rudder. You can do high rates, you do it on everything. You just stay in my lane. I'm a low rates kind of fella. I mean, I am controlling it well on high rates. But I mean, I always do until I don't. Yeah, so I get myself into a nice hover, and then I fall out of it like I like to do. Except I'm still on high rates, so as I try to pull out, I have too much elevator, so I start to stall, and as I try to activate my ailerons, I get one wing stall. So I try to correct the other aileron, and I get the other wing stall. Because when you use your ailerons, you put one wing at a higher angle of attack and the other one at a lower angle of attack, is what causes you to roll. Oh no, the fuselage is in half again! But when I'm pulling so hard on the elevator, all it really did was make me have what you would call a tip stall. So I stall the left tip, then I stall the right tip, and then I impact the ground. Hey, look, it's intact. These props are a beast. I didn't even break the prop. Yeah, those props are fantastic. We should put a link to those props somewhere, because I have never had such amazing props. I think I broke that plane in half twice, and the props survived both. Just a flesh wound. Looks like I popped open this a little bit. Oh, did I lose the motor again? Yeah, the motor's loose. Just a little bit. I broke the motor mount and got a CNC special one, and I've had to glue that motor mount in like 5 or 6 times. Cracked the plane in half at least 3 or 4 times. Battery's seen better days. Well, glue it or screw it. Get out of here.
Might as well glue it.
Want me to glue it right now?
You have all your stuff.
You learned a lot.
Oh yeah.
Glue it, she says.
I've gotten a lot better since I started flying it the way I fly it. Hey look, the wheel pans are still intact. That is no longer the case.
Because you crashed it again since this time.
Well,
this flight.
Earlier today I landed it upside down and ripped the whole rudder off. Shove its guts back in. Before the other guys even landed. CA glue. I don't think I could enough to make sure I coat both sides without CA glue. There's so many times in the past where I've done exactly this. Glue the plane back together in like 5 minutes and up you go. We didn't put too much effort into making sure it was straight. This whole Frankenstein plane, I don't think it matters anymore. Goodness me. These planes really are a beast.
Good as new.
Good as new. On Marketplace, we'd call it near mint. Yeah.
Don't fly it if you think it's gonna not be good.
When I bought this plane, I thought I paid too much money for it. And before I even flew it, someone kicked the rudder and like broke it right in half. So I was kind of like down on it from the beginning. But I've got my money worth of it. I should probably start making right turns as much as I make left turns, because I'm getting really good at making left turns. I don't ever do right turns. Runway circuits are left, what can I say? This is when I was still flying that plane on a 3300 4-cell too. I recently started flying it with a 2200 4-cell. You don't get as much time. You get about 4 minutes instead of 6.5 minutes. The plane's so much lighter, you can hold the hover a lot better. It's so nice. I love it when it's calm like that at sunset. Of course, if it's calm, you'd think I wouldn't be crashing, just putting the plane in half.
Apparently it happens.
It does, yeah. More often than I'd like to admit. This is when I was practicing square left-hand Harrier circuits. And now I've moved on to trying to do knife edge with this plane. And I just can't get my head around how to do knife edge well with it. I can only imagine how destroyed the plane's gonna get as I get low on acreage. I'm sure you'll see some nice caribous. Obviously didn't even learn my lesson. Here I go. Foot off the ground again. That's how you get better, I guess. You gotta have a plane you can mess up and not care. It's just so relaxing to fly this plane upside down. That looked like I was gonna hit the ground. You can hear my fingers just doing everything they can to keep the plane upright. This is gonna sound really conceited, but I love watching myself fly. It's like a musician, you ask them what their favorite music is, they're like, well, my own music. Makes me really nervous when I put my plane over top of the water like that. I'll go do it again, why not? Oh no, I didn't. Okay. Oops. Sorry, Amy. I did get a little close that time. That's okay. I'm getting pretty good at pulling it close to the ground, at least. Sometimes it looks like I'm about to land upside down. Timer's getting close to the end. And it seems really weird to just do the same thing the whole flight, but if I mix it up around a bunch of stuff, I don't get good at the thing I'm trying to practice. Oh, crap. Ooh! I didn't pull up fast enough, but I didn't hit any power. 2 crashes in one flight, that's not good. I think she's had enough hits for one day. That's not really a crash. It's just a flesh wound.